truth about beer and
All the crap that we're interested
All
in.
the crap that we're interested in. I'm Keith Davidson.
I'm Papa Joey Stay.
I'm Tim Rice.
Searching for the truth.
Searching for the truth. Exploring the unexplained. Investigating the paranormal. Subscribe now.
Hit the alert button.
Hit the alert button so you don't miss an episode. Welcome to The Truth
About beer.
and... Yeah, Roadcaster stereo.
But you don't see any audio signal at the
There
bottom.
we go.
Okay.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Let us know if you can hear us now.
Hello. Welcome to the Truth About Beer.
What was that? What was that phone commercial? Can you? That was Sprint, wasn't it? Can you hear me now? That whole thing. Yeah, I remember that. So as soon as somebody tells us they can hear us, we'll jump right back in.
Jay's
again.
texting me right now. I'm waiting for a
Hi guys, sorry
response.
about that.
Yes, they can hear us.
Awesome.
All right.
All right.
Uh-oh.
So
My headphones aren't jiving here. There we go.
this, we're having all kind of technical difficulties.
It's these artifacts we have up here.
I'm starting to wonder.
They're freaking me out.
Freaking you out, man. Is that your
Now
audio?
I got to turn
again,
turn my volume
Did you
down
tell me
on
to shut
here.
up over there?
Joey? I think you
There we
did.
go.
I think you
Man.
did.
Oh, hey, we're live.
Yes.
Welcome to the Truth About Beer.
So, and
And investigating haunted artifacts.
Like these.
which we already see are having an effect on the show.
Yeah.
So yeah, so this is our first YouTube live stream. So it's gonna come with its challenges, I'm sure. So
Hopefully we'll get better.
we'll get better at it as we go. Yeah, I want to thank everybody for joining us. Probably should introduce our crew again.
Yeah. Now that they can hear us.
We got Shaylin on the controls over there. We got Caesar helping us out on the YouTube, and we got Michelle.
Hi,
Our-
Michelle.
She'll
What'd you
be
call her?
reading she'll be reading your comments and,
Yes.
and helping us out so that we answer your questions or dodge them or whatever.
I was gonna say as long as they're not too difficult.
Screen them.
So yeah, so we're drinking. We went with a chocolate stout. This time we got a couple of them because we had Glam Baby hit us up on YouTube.
Bunny.
Glam Bunny. Sorry.
Yes.
Bunny.
I don't know why I've been saying baby all day. I don't know why. It's
Still
one of
hooked
those
on the
things.
dolls.
Anyway, she's from Ireland,
Yeah.
and she recommended that we did a chocolate stout. So I actually got two of them. So
Very good.
Oh, you tried it already?
Yeah.
Oh,
I just did.
I'm going to try it.
did.
This
Oh.
is Young's. Where's Young's out of?
I have no idea.
I'm going to look real quick.
I think they're both in New England, though. Is what he was saying. The guy was telling me. So
Okay. Well, I'll take your word for it.
I don't know.
I want to drink it.
didn't-
Chocolatey.
It is chocolatey. It's very chocolatey.
I'm going to put it back in my really slick.
It's like real chocolate, not the sweet chocolate.
Right. And if Brian's listening, I know it's not Guinness.
I got to turn it around so you can see the logo. Yeah.
Hey, and we got koozies. We got
Yes.
Truth About Beer koozies. Very cool. They're awesome.
That's pretty tasty.
It is. It is.
Thank you, Glam Bunny, for the suggestion.
I'll let you say the names because I butcher them all the time. That works for me. So yeah, so we released episode 210 today,
We sure did
which was
On purpose.
because it was time. We
was
do
a
it
quick-
every 2 weeks.
it was a quick one too.
Yeah, we just shot that one all last weekend.
Yep. Tim shaking his head over here. What? Tim?
It was such a good day. Such a good day.
It was a
like
long day.
Fun trip. Long day.
But it was fun. We had a lot of activity. A lot of things happened.
Great day.
Very cool. So yeah, and then our last live episode was about the dolls. We did the Truth About Beer and Dolls. Haunted dolls. Creepy
Haunted
dolls.
dolls.
Yeah, you remember that one, right?
I do. I still have nightmares about it.
I was going to bring Julie tonight, but I decided to leave her home.
Oh, that
so-
would have been great.
Yeah, I know. Would have been good. But I
Yeah,
figured
she would have ruined the show. She would have been all over.
that's why I left her home.
Yeah, yeah,
Enough
yeah.
limelight
All
for
right.
her. She's good.
She needs
So
a babysitter.
Yes, you owe it to yourself to go back and watch that last week's live feed.
yeah, we can't.
It wasn't
spoil
last
it.
week's. It was 2 weeks ago now, right? Because we were gone last week. So it's been two
Yeah,
weeks
it's been
ago.
2 weeks. Holy
Wow.
God. Jeez.
That's crazy.
That was quick. Yeah, because we did live stream from Payson last week. So
Yeah.
yeah. That's 2 weeks. Well, I'm lost.
Tim needs some earbuds.
I need earbuds.
What I mean, you had your ball cap on the other day. You should have
Cowboy
all-
ears don't work.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, cool. Right on. So we can get.
Wow. So,
So tonight we're talking haunted artifacts, and I think we've got a list of a few that we're going to talk about, and even some personal ones. Huh?
We have a few here.
I like the personal ones.
Yes.
They work
yeah.
out good.
Well, one that became personal 2 weeks ago
Yeah.
is not here, but it's crazy where you can pick things up and you have no idea what the history is of them. So just bring up Julie for the instance. You picked her up at Goodwill.
Yep.
And wow.
Who would have thought?
She made her presence known, didn't she?
Yes,
Sure
she
did.
did.
Yep. So that was fun. That was cool.
So now every time we walk into a thrift store or well, I haven't really never went into antique shops before, but now I'm just
You have
totally
now.
fascinated with them.
Right. Well, that's where I
So-
picked this little baby up
Yes.
last weekend, and I was really hoping it was a music box, but it's not. It's a what is it
Magneto.
called?
Magneto.
Yes.
So what does it do, Joe? You did the research on this a little bit.
Well, back in the old days, they needed something to power the phones. So that was the unit you would see sitting underneath the old phone with the funny little spout on it. And you notice they would always crank it first.
Mm-hmm.
That would charge it up, and it must have a capacitor or something in there to hold the
Flux
charge.
capacitor.
So
Right now it's got a
How
spider.
many
in
gigawatts
it.
is that?
it's got 1.21.
1.1 gigawatts.
It's got two terminal strips on it, so you would put your
You would hold both of them at the
tip and
same
ring
time.
on that, and that's how it would do it.
Yeah. You
Interesting.
sneak behind
Very
somebody
interesting. And the thing weighs about 27, what we say,
Oh, it's
30
got to be
pounds.
30 pounds. That thing's freaking heavy as hell.
Incredible.
So yeah, it was pretty weird.
Good find.
Yeah, so that we picked up at Serendipity, which was in Payson. And that was where we did one of our investigations last Friday, and it was really a lot of fun.
And our episode that was released today.
Released today. So
Yeah.
go check that out. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please do that. That would be wonderful.
And hit the notification bell.
Yep.
So that you'll get the alert every time we, do release something new.
Which is every 2 weeks.
Well, lately it's been every
Well,
frickin' week.
Well,
we've
yeah, that's
been-
because we're doing the live stuff too, so that works. So,
we used to
yeah.
get a break. We used to go on vacation.
Now there's no breaks. Now we're because we're growing. We have people in Ireland listening to us. So,
So are you
that's
going to
very
tease everyone with last week with all the things we did, or
sure. Go ahead.
we started out? We started out
Sorry.
looking for Bigfoot. I don't know if you guys remember that. We were supposed to go on a
The
Bigfoot
Mogollon Monster.
Mogollon
Mogollon
monster
Monster.
investigation. Got down to a road that was blocked off. We were not quite sure why.
Well, I think we know why.
Well, we do now. But we went down to this gorge. We were just walking along the road and discovered about 10 vehicles that had gone off the edge. And we kept getting very weird vibes. And we decided to pull out the equipment, and bingo. We had a lot of fun with that.
Bigfoot one on hold.
Yeah.
Yes.
But we kind of doubted that we would see Bigfoot this time around just because of the amount of people that were out and about last week.
That was
you know?
crazy.
Yeah, the floodgates were opened and people were let out of their houses and they all fled to the hills.
Yeah, that they did. I mean,
So-
as we're going up there, as we're driving that road, you look off to the side, and there were tons of cars off to the side. It was crazy. We're like, let's pull off there. Oh, nope, never mind. It was like we couldn't go there.
Yeah, so I think Bigfoot was hiding as far away.
Oh,
from,
he was way north.
that was cool. And then we actually built a new piece of equipment,
We did.
and that was pretty cool. So we built a. Why you?
pair of. You know,
I think I want one. Can we get another one?
what'd you see? Lindsay just picked up another three three of those
Oh,
dishes.
Fantastic.
So we're gonna build 3 more. So thank you, Lindsay, for that. So.
Did you see me?
I'm trying to text you and tell you that the camera's off.
Oh, that camera went off again.
Which one?
Gosh
the one
darn
that's
it.
supposed to
Our
show you?
camera, uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna sneak over there.
Unbelievable.
That's
What
why I
is
texted
up?
you. I tried.
So you can see me, but I can't see you.
I wonder if it got knocked out of the USB thing because no, it couldn't have because it wouldn't be. You just hit the power again, Joey, and then hit it's right there on the side.
Where your finger was. Bottom right. Yeah.
Isn't it right there? Yeah. And then hit the webcam, yep, and hit OK, and that'll come back. I don't know why that camera's kicking off. That's weird. I'm telling you, weird.
I know.
Weird
It's
stuff
it's all
happening
that
already
stuff.
tonight. We got equipment failing on us. It's crazy.
Haunted
Equipment that was
artifacts.
working perfectly fine.
I know.
That's the weird. It wasn't like it was just like this has been an issue all day.
No,
This is just random.
are you guys back on again?
Well, hold on. No, we're not back on.
Very creepy.
Because the power went off again. No, it's on. It's still on.
It just keeps coming back. Having me select
Okay.
Well, I guess you can't see me, but you can hear me.
Where's that K2?
This is crazy. That's so weird.
It's freaking out.
It is freaking out.
It keeps blinking red. And
The
then green,
hell is going
and then
on with
black.
that thing?
There's too much of a knot here.
That's crazy. Because that thing was on what for a good
Yeah, it was
hour,
fine.
and then
It was fine.
started shutting off. That's weird.
Now?
Oh no, I
No,
was
no,
telling
she
Keith
was saying it
fine.
was working fine.
Sorry.
And now it's being little poopy pants.
Webcam.
That's one way to say it. No, we're still not on.
Webcam.
Would you like me to say our number?
Yes, for people that want to call in. You like
If
saying
you
that
have
number.
I know I do. I love saying the way I say it. If you have a story, call us at 480-331-5184.
Yeah, if you have any haunted artifacts or objects in your home, or somebody has given you something and kind of have a weird vibe about it, let us know about your stories. If you got something in your house that's moving around.
Dun, dun, dun.
Still on?
No,
No, it's like it's got a weird power thing going on.
it's okay.
Unplug it back in.
Let's try that.
You already did.
Count to 10.
That is so bizarre. I think we all need to wear GoPros.
So you can see me and I can see
make
you.
life a lot easier. We'll do body cams for everybody.
Oh, there you go. Like the cop ones
Like the
that go on
cops
the,
do, yeah.
on the vests.
We should.
Body cam for everyone.
Yeah. Yep. So you're good for investigating too, because they come in handy.
So we're losing our producers tonight.
Yeah, we just don't have any. Something's going on with the power because it just keeps dying. That's strange.
Can you hear us?
I can hear you.
No. YouTube. Can they
Oh.
hear us? They're saying the audio died again.
Okay.
I'm scared.
This
I'm
is
getting that
this is
K2
getting
going.
Weird. This is getting weird.
Lips moving, but they can't hear anything.
Okay. Look at that.
And you're not seeing any levels on
Look at that.
The levels are working fine.
OBS?
Yeah, look at the K2.
Yeah. Crazy.
It's
just
red.
everywhere.
Wow.
Okay.
Beyond the Veil says they
Oh,
can hear us.
so certain
They can?
ones can't hear us.
Thank you, Beyond the
So
Veil.
who can't hear us?
Deb Colauer cannot hear us.
Hmm.
But I'm wondering if that might. Oh, Nana can hear us too. Oh, sorry, Lisa,
Okay.
not Nana.
Hey, we're back on.
Okay. That's all right. This is weird. This is getting
Okay.
weird already. Man, I'm kind of afraid to even talk about artifacts now. What's going on?
That's really amazing.
Look at that thing.
That thing is Pete. What the hell? would
It's
be
on
causing
fire.
it?
I wonder if it needs a new battery.
Could we try that for peace of mind? Jeez.
It's
That
just.
is
I've never
nuts.
seen it do that.
I've never seen it do that.
No. It did just die. Oh, you shut it off. Spank it. It's bad.
Yeah, I think it needs new batteries.
Bad K2.
Wow. That's just weird.
So you put it next to my iPad and it's nice and quiet.
Right. Nothing happens.
Put it next to Tim and oh my
Jeez,
God.
Tim. What are you doing?
I'm not quite sure.
There isn't a conduit over you either.
It stops by me.
Nothing but you.
What the heck?
Oh, it's our table.
It's the beer?
Check the new voodoo gnome.
Wait a minute.
No, it's not that.
Good grief.
Is it really the gnome?
Right here.
All right.
It's right
We're
here,
gonna
man.
we're gonna double check things. I'm gonna
Is
break out the mail
This is
meter.
going to turn into an investigation
I-
now, live on air.
Well, we
Sorry.
can
This
fix
is
that.
crazy.
Here.
That is crazy. Good Lord.
Oh my God. Okay.
Was that
Is your battery,
No.
is your battery dead too?
No, the mail meter's hitting like 3.5, 8.
okay? All right. Camera's not working. K2's going
what is
off.
going
This
on?
is higher than it's ever been. Or
Can you see this?
Barely.
0.5, 7.3, 19.9. Come on. Okay. Yeah, there's definitely
there's
something.
something going on here. Is it the magneto?
No. Oh, no, because you put it next to it and nothing happens.
Good grief.
What is...
Okay, now it's zeroed out. No, 20.
20.
This is crazy.
Wow.
It's
got some charged stuff going on
This
here.
isn't normal.
No, this is weird.
Don't know quite how to process this. 27.
That's almost cancer area.
I think we're in danger of radiation. Yeah.
Is it going? Can you guys see that?
Vinny says that it's your Wi-Fi.
Is it the Wi-Fi? Really? Is that what? Is it?
Yeah.
Well, I don't think we're using Wi-Fi.
No.
now. Are we? We're hardwired.
No, this has never happened.
It didn't happen last week, though.
Move your phone away. Just
32.2.
Nana thinks she
It's your phone.
Lisa.
It's your phone.
Lisa.
Okay.
Oh, thank the Lord.
Don't do
Sit your Wi-Fi on your phone.
Oh,
No,
look,
it's
it's not the
your
phone.
phone.
12. It's
Well,
not the
on
phone.
the bill says to blow up the spirit box.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just noisy.
Well, it's
How about
fascinating.
the ghost tube?
It's just weird.
I don't know.
It's just, I don't know.
This is not normal.
All right. We'll do it for just a couple minutes.
That
okay?
is just crazy.
Mama Lisa will come out and yell at us.
Jay says the router has Wi-Fi in it, even if you're not using it.
Right, but we didn't have that
We've-
issue last
we've
week.
done
though.
this every time.
You would think it would have done it last week.
And it's only that spot. It's not this spot. It's not that spot. It's not that spot. It's gone.
You can do the spirit box
It's gone.
Just for a second.
and just stop.
Say hello to your 15 viewers.
Hello, 15 viewers.
15 viewers.
We're really happy you're joining us.
It's coming and going.
We got interesting stuff on our first
It's gone.
live episode, which we shouldn't have anything. We'll see what happens when we
We're
turn the spirit
zeros
box
on here
Yeah,
and we're
it's
nothing on
just
here.
died.
It's completely gone.
Hmm.
What was that?
That was that was his speaker.
Oh, it was there.
Nothing.
I think it's you.
It's your energy.
It is. It's his
Yeah.
energy.
You think it's...
No.
Morgan said she got hot when she held that.
The jewelry box.
How come it's not?
Yeah, I felt weird vibes getting next to it. It was just
That
felt weird.
is amazing. I don't know what to say about that. That's just not right.
I think it's your voodoo gnome. Possibly.
Whatever it is.
By the
it's
way, that's brand new,
completely gone.
courtesy of Michelle.
Thank you.
She just made that. Very cool.
I cannot explain that.
Nothing.
Nothing. Zeros and nothing. It was here.
All right, all satisfied?
Okay.
Are we safe to move on now?
I
I
The
think
camera-
so. I
the-
think you're good.
The camera's still not working, but that's just weird. That's,
was it working now?
No.
It's working on us. It's just not working on
Yeah.
them.
And it was weird because it was on for an hour with no issues.
Yeah. So
So-
when we repost this episode or this feed, though, we'll have them back. 'Cause I've got it
Absolutely
recording.
gone. Nothing.
Okay.
So yeah, my phone's recording them.
Okay.
So you can still wave and all that good
Yeah,
stuff.
because they'll see you eventually once we
My misery.
Yeah, absolutely gone now.
put this back on YouTube. That's interesting. That was
37.
very
It hit 37. Isn't that plutonium?
All right, so moving on.
Sounds dangerous.
Oh
That
boy,
was really wild.
we got to stop doing investigations on our live shows.
No, we start out to do one thing and we always end up doing an investigation.
I know, it's weird.
It's kinda,
It's weird how that works. Hey, but we should tease what's going to happen next Friday.
huh?
Huh? So we're going to kind of change up our format a little bit
Well, for our lives.
for our lives. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. You'll still get the every other week main episode
Yes.
on YouTube.
We're going to start having what we're going to call the Happy Unexplained Hour. Or, huh?
Huh? HUH.
As an yes, acronym.
So what we're going to do is we're going to open it up to you guys, the audience. So we're going to have open up the phone lines. What's that number again there, Shay?
480-331-5184.
And you can call in and tell us your stories. We'll probably recap some older episodes. We'll talk about some of the older episodes that we've done in season 2. So it'll be cool. It'll be a lot of fun.
So that was Beyond the Veil that wanted the spirit box out.
Yeah.
And really appreciate you guys.
Yes.
Oh,
We watched
yeah.
their live
Yeah.
episodes.
Okay.
Watched their episode and I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, they got some cool stuff that night
Yeah.
too. It was fun. That was fun to watch.
Yeah. And I did see that Destination Fear episode that was filmed there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was
okay.
pretty cool.
I'll have to check that one out. Haven't seen that one. So should we? Do we dare talk about these topics or what?
Well, everything's calmed down now.
I know it seems like it.
So
So
where do you want to start?
well, I figured I'd touch on the one I think most people are familiar with is the Dybbuk box. And it was pretty fascinating. And speaking of that, I watched what was it, Deadly Possessions? That episode that had it
I
on there.
watched
That was
that, yeah.
creepy. That was really creepy. So I guess the history behind it is it originally belonged to a Holocaust survivor. So it's kind of interesting. And it was purchased by Kevin Manis. He purchased it at an estate sale. So, and quickly got rid of it.
Wow.
No, but for those of you that don't know what a Dybbuk is, it's a restless, usually malicious spirit believed to be able to haunt and even possess the living. So,
Was it a spirit that had unfinished business?
yes, that's what they describe it
Yeah.
as. Yeah, and it carries out that business through the people it possesses, I guess, so to speak. So I found that interesting. The other thing that was really cool, and I apologize, I didn't write this down, but when they originally opened the box, it contained 2 1920s pennies, a lock of blonde hair bound with cord, a lock of black-brown hair bound with cord, a small statue engraved with the Hebrew word shalom, and a small golden wine goblet, 1 dried rosebud, a single candle holder, and 4 octopus-shaped legs. So that was interesting. I don't know what the octopus-shaped legs would
Yeah,
be.
that's
Be kind of weird.
one of these things don't belong here.
That's what it says. So I thought
Isn't
that-
there a
that
Wiggle
was-
song that had to do with an octopus?
I think so.
Okay.
So yeah, so apparently anybody who's come into contact with the boxes had some anything from horrible nightmares to possessions. So pretty creepy. So I don't know. Does Zach still have it in his museum? I think he does, doesn't he? I don't think it got moved around.
He did buy it, didn't he?
I think he did, yeah. Because the last when he did his Halloween special at the museum, he had it there.
Yeah.
So
It's creepy.
yeah, I thought that was kind of interesting. So yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you have for us?
I brought an interesting artifact. I can talk about this one now. And
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do
so
That's very cool.
I have a family member that is clairvoyant, medium, and I got these deck of cards, and I got it from a garage sale that had a box of like, it had tackle boxes and fishing lures and whatnot, just a whole box. And I loved everything that was in it because it was old, like a old fly reel. And I was going through, I'm like, man, I want all this. And the guy says, you can have the whole box for $5. So I bought it.
Wow.
And I've had it for years. I think that was about 2007. And just recently we moved, and I was going through the stuff, throwing stuff in and out, trying to get rid of stuff. And I found, very interesting, these cards. And what they are is it's from the Samuel Hart Company. And the Samuel Hart Company, they started making these cards between in 1846, and they stopped making them in 1871. They originally started in Philadelphia, and these were the first World of Playing Card cards. And what's unique about these is that when I pulled them out of the bag, they're in complete order. They've never been used. There's no bent edges. They're completely in mint condition. Well, until now. So I have a family member that is, like I said, he's a medium and clairvoyant, and he held the cards in his hand, and he told me some interesting things about the owner of these cards. Unfortunately, I can't remember his name, and he can't either, because when he was reading, they can say it then, but they don't retain that information after a while.
Let's just call him Fred.
Yeah, Fred. So these belong to a gentleman that was a Mississippi dealer on the river boats that went up and down the Mississippi River. And the boat that he was on was called the Jersey Belle. And he told me his name, can't remember the name. And the year
Fred.
was Fred.
Yeah.
And he told me the year was 1863. And he says what's unique about these cards is the cards, he had just received these cards for the new cruise that he was about to be on, but he got called to the war. And he joined the Union Army, and he was killed and never came home. So these cards belong to him. Now, if you look up Samuel Hart cards online, you'll see like a deck of them, but there won't be like a full deck, and they'll be bent and just they're in really, really bad shape. So the fact that these are all in mint condition and in order was very intriguing. And the gentleman never came back for these cards, but he's still connected to these, and I found that very interesting.
That's really cool.
So I'll show you. They don't have numbers on them.
That's such a trip.
So I looked on eBay. They've got a set in good condition, bent edges. They were all there, and they went for about $1,000. However, these are special. I don't want to get rid of these because they hold a lot of history to them. So I thought those were just interesting and had to show you that.
That's very cool.
Blew my mind.
Have you ever had anything happen with them? I mean, as far as
I've had them put away. I really haven't interacted with them. I haven't tried to use them. I haven't tried anything.
so that explains why everything went to hell.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I kind of don't want to go there,
Yeah. Yeah.
but very interesting.
Well, the other day you said, you told Joey and I, whatever I bring, you guys can't touch. And you made us hold those cards earlier, so now I'm a little worried.
Okay, it's not the cards.
Okay.
So I have a story for you. 2006, 2007. I used to work for a company that it's secret, like NSA or CIA, and
you'd have to kill us if you told
I
us.
have to kill you if I tell you all the details. But I had a top security 3 levels clearance, and I used to fly important people over to important places. And on our way over there, we would stop at certain places that didn't require like passenger name lists, so they didn't know who was on the airplane. One of those places were Romania, and I was there about 3 months in Romania. We were there every week. And one of the bellboys, or the guys that worked there at the hotel, we were asking him what would be a good, trip or getaway. And, we had time. And he said, have you been to Transylvania? And I'm like, you mean Dracula, Transylvania? And he said, yes. So about 14 of us got in this big van, and we traveled about 3 hours out of Romania, or Bucharest. And he took us to this place where at the end of the line, he said, this is as far as I'm going to go. You have to walk the rest of the way. Nobody will go in there. The locals won't go up there. Nobody will go up there that knows about it. Mm-hmm. So we walked about, I don't know, probably a half mile before we finally got to the castle. And this is Dracula's castle, and it's 1,720 steps to the top. So we went up to the top and explored this castle, and this is supposedly the final encounter with Vlad III. This is where he was decapitated. His body was left at the site, but his head was taken for proof and brought back to somewhere in Europe. His wife, during the raid, jumped off the back wall to a river below and committed suicide. We walked through this castle. It doesn't have a top on it. And these bricks are just amazing. They said that the mortar around the castle was made up of concrete and bones of the people that died building the castle for a structure. Wow. So instead of rebar, they used the bones. And the bricks are very, very unique. I don't know how they're made. They're just incredible. I've got pictures of them. I will find this brick. But I just don't want you to touch it, because it wasn't soon after I brought this brick home, I had a lot of bad things happen to me. And I am convinced, and so are a lot of my friends, that I have to return that brick. It's not good just to get rid of it. I have got to return that brick. And at one point, I had a whole bunch of people wanted to start a GoFundMe and say, dude, we'll get you back there to return this brick, because so many bad things were happening to our family. My daughter had 7 strokes. I lost my 21-year-old son. I rolled a semi-truck. Everything was going bad. And I'm not saying that's the reason it went bad, but it wasn't until I brought that brick home that things started going really downhill. So I believe that I need to take it back, and that may be one of my future endeavors. I told the guys about it last week, or I told Joey about it, didn't tell Keith. And we said, yeah, that would be a great haunted artifact. So I asked my wife, I said, honey, go get the brick. I'm going to take it, and we're going to have it on our show. The brick is completely gone. I've had it since 2007, and we cannot find it anywhere. So as soon as I find it, we'll bring it back and do a piece on it. But it just seems really weird that the brick just completely disappeared now that we've said we wanted to discuss it and talk about it. But I honestly believe that brick needs to go back, and I would like for you guys to take it back with me.
That'd be cool.
But you can't touch it.
No, we won't.
Road trip.
No, my wife's really happy that you couldn't find it and bring it tonight.
Is she?
So, yeah.
It's very interesting. We'll put up some pictures.
I just want to know if I can take a separate flight.
No. It had nothing to do with the airplane. I mean, I made it over. It wants it back.
All right.
So this is from Vlad the Impaler's.
Vlad III the Impaler.
His castle. And I think part of the story that's so intriguing, too, is you were telling me how when he would impale people, they wouldn't always die right away as they were on the stakes, and as they would slip down,
agony.
And he would sit underneath with a little goblet of some sort.
A gold goblet.
And collect their blood and drink it. And that's where Dracula came from.
The story is the crime was out of control, and the Pope had commissioned Vlad's father to help get rid of all the crime and evil, because he was a law man. He was in, crime and law and protection. So he got Vlad to come up with an idea to help get rid of the crime. So Vlad went to the extreme. So he would take people and impale them on these metal and wooden stakes, and they would suffer, and as they would be falling, they would be bleeding, and he would collect this blood and he would drink the blood. Well, at one point, when Europe was being conquered, there was a whole army that approached this area, and they were actually turned back because they saw thousands of bodies on these impaled stakes.
Yeah, I think I might turn around.
And they all turned around, and that kind of stopped the overtaking of Europe at that time. And Vlad kind of put a cease to all the crime and all the stuff going on. So after the crime and everything stopped, he had no more bodies and no more blood. And by drinking the blood, he just went kind of crazy, and the thirst for blood was too much. So after the crime stopped, since there were no more crime, he would go out and murder people on the street.
Oh, wow.
Because he needed that craving of blood, and hence the vampire, the Dracula.
Crazy.
But it was just, I've been in his house. I've been all over that area. It is fantastic. I've seen the impalers. I'm sure it's not the same gold cup, but it's the area where he would impale and drink the blood and everything. And it was just, it's amazing. To stand there and look at that, it was just overwhelming.
Well, I hope you find that brick.
Yeah, I'm going to find that brick. It's got to go back.
That'd be cool.
I just think it didn't want to show itself today.
That's interesting. That's cool.
So
Yeah.
So should we check in before we go?
Yeah,
to
that's
the
what I
next
was
story?
going to say. Let's check in with our crew over here.
Got any questions for us or everything?
I do have a story. That
We
I
need to
think-
hear you.
Oh, can you hear me, Shay?
Bring her up a little more.
That's not me. Caesar, sorry.
Oh.
She does everything. Now you can hear me.
Yep.
So, okay. I probably don't know the whole story, but I will tell you what I've heard from a friend of a friend. Okay. They bought a dresser from a Goodwill, and when they brought it in their house, they started noticing creepy things. It took them a while to realize that it was the dresser that was bringing in the energy. So they took it outside, hacked it down, and burned it. And then it stopped.
wow. So
Goodwill.
what was our
Good
three theories about possessions?
You're making me
Transfer,
think again. Yeah, there was a transfer.
transference, there's possession, and there's
Well, there was something to do with a gift. You know, it was something from the gifter.
An offering.
An offering.
offering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
a possession.
Poltergeist.
That was the last one.
Yeah.
So, yeah, objects, I believe, can have energy transferred to them, such as dolls, such as rocks, such as dressers, pianos, music boxes.
So the music box that I got was from Goodwill. So
You know, I bet me growing up in the 70s and the pet rock was a really popular thing.
it was.
I bet some of those rocks have some energy that
I wonder where they're at.
tell some tells.
Wasn't Julie
There was a
from Goodwill?
billion of
Yes.
them made. I think that guy went to a billionaire like in a week.
Yeah, that's
Everybody
crazy.
had a pet rock.
Pet rock, yeah. So this little device right here is kind of cool. I showed it to Joey, and Joey's like, "Yeah, that's really cool." And Joey said to me, because it's a 8mm viewer, so we probably figured that thing's seen a lot of different things. So it's pretty cool. I saw it. I had to grab it. It was kind of neat.
Maybe that's what was spiking earlier.
Possibly.
Was from that.
I don't know. It was pretty close to the cards too.
Yeah, that's true.
I just have no
was your
explanation
phone.
for that.
It was
no,
your phone.
it wasn't. I moved my phone.
You did it on purpose.
So anyway, if you guys have haunted objects or stories about objects that you've had that have moved, or you felt something, or you've encountered, let us know.
Well, Joey's got a cool story.
Yes.
Is it really cool?
I think it is.
It is cool.
Oh, I'm going to lean over. So this guy are over my shoulder, right here. Anyway, it's known as the crone. And the story on that one, there are a couple hikers kind of roaming around the Catskills when they came across this. It looked like a voodoo doll kind of thing to me, but it was made out of a dark wood, fashioned like a person. It had 3 needles in each eye, and then a kind of a noose around its neck. And so they brought it home, and shortly thereafter, in their apartment, they would start seeing like wet footprints through their apartment.
Oh, wow.
And they would smell kind of a musty, nasty smell. And seems like some other bad things happened. I got to look. Well, they just said strong poltergeist activity. They didn't really say what it was, other than the stench and from this. It was like a stagnant pond water smell. Is what it was. And so they decided that this item was probably going to have to go. And the item must have figured that out. They came home from someplace, and all of a sudden they saw a full apparition of an old haggy woman in their apartment, and she was staring back at them, freaked them out. So they, of course, immediately left, and then they got rid of it. And I don't know if their story goes on from there, if things quit for them as far as the poltergeist activity. But the item was picked up by a couple that have a museum, and they put it in their museum. And it wasn't long after that they started finding wet footprints.
Wow.
and things showing up in strange places. And the area where they had the old crone, they had a wooden cross on the wall with a plastic Jesus, affixed to it. And one time they came home and the cross was still on the wall, but the Jesus had been completely pulled off of it.
Oh, wow.
And was laying down, on the ground.
Wow.
Without moving that. And so they had it in their museum. And strange things happened to some of the patrons of their museum. A guy had, I think he had a really bad seizure while looking at the item.
Wow.
And two men that were in the museum were kind of mocking the crone. Mm-hmm. Had a head-on collision on their way home. Neither of them perished, but very close call.
Right.
And so now the curators of that museum, they kind of put them away, so they don't really show them. And I think they're thinking that they need to take a trip to the Catskills and return
Wow.
the item. So,
Interesting.
yeah,
They
that's what I thought
really
was
believe that? Is that
that's what they think they
that's what
need
they
to do,
think?
because I think that's what the crone is wanting. It wants to go home.
Yes. It wants to go back.
Yeah, and so that's
there's
why
more
you're
than one experience that people say it needs to be returned. I mean, you remember the Brady Bunch?
Yeah.
Where they found the little skull over in Hawaii.
yeah, that's right.
They came home and they're like convinced they had to take it back. That was the first time I'd really heard of anything like that. But I've talked to so many people that say you have to put it back. And I don't think it's just because they watched that Brady Bunch episode, but it makes sense. It totally makes sense. I mean, I could have given this away. I could have thrown it in the garbage. I could have done anything, but people are saying, no, don't do that. And my gut feeling is I can't do that. I have to take it back. I don't know why I know that, but I just know that I have to take it back. So did they take it back?
I that's as far as the story went, but I'd like to check that. You've heard of the Bell Witch Cave?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and so it's a similar story that people that have visited that cave have taken stones and things away from it, and the people that own the land there say they constantly get rocks back in the mail saying, "Would you please
put this
back?"
Yeah. Wow,
because it's brought bad luck. So
it kind of ties into even the story of Robert the doll, and
exactly.
even what was the other doll? Peggy, right? Wasn't it Peggy? Was it?
Yeah, Peggy the doll.
Peggy the doll. If
now Zach owns that too, right?
Yeah, yeah. Well, people they even said that even just looking at it on the internet was causing people to have issues just looking at it.
Wow.
So when it came on the other night, I didn't look at it. It's like, I'm not taking that chance.
My wife says she still has her pet rock.
That's cool.
How many people still have their pet rock?
Yeah,
There were only
chime in on that.
there were only 1 billion of them
Yep.
collected off of the ground and sold in a little bag. You had a pet rock?
Oh, I named yours.
Oh, you named it?
Yeah. Was it Stanley? No.
Fred.
Stanley the Rock.
No, Stanley Stone. That was my old band from
That's right.
Salt Lake. So. No, what did I name
funny.
it?
And do we still have that?
Oh, she doesn't remember. I kind of tend to name things.
I bring up pet rock around the younger generation, and they think I'm just out of my
Don't know what it
freaking
is.
mind.
Yeah. Pet Rock. How you talking
I
about?
used to
what are
have the
you
book
talking
too,
about?
yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think she still has it in the bag with the book, right?
That's
Yeah.
cool. That's cool.
Maybe it's worth some money
No,
now.
I was gonna say it might be worth money. Yeah.
Well, I mean, there were 1 billion, and I haven't seen one in years.
Yeah.
Never
Someone
know.
would just clean out. Oh, where'd this rock come from? And they just toss it.
But the bag on it, did it have an individual name on the outside of it? Or you're supposed
I
to
don't
name
remember. I think you're supposed to name it.
Interesting.
Came in a box.
it? Build-A-Bear, yeah. It was like $1.99 or not even that much.
I don't know, but the guy made a lot of money.
70s.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. So we need to give out our phone number again to see if anybody wants to call in with a story.
480-331-5184.
Oh yeah.
You do that so well.
Kind of ties back to the gnomes too that we talked about, huh?
Yeah.
Stealing stuff out of
You
their
cut
gardens.
me off
remember?
almost.
I wasn't expecting it.
It was like, whoa.
It came out of nowhere.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I just
What?
had another thought that
Please.
that we should probably run past everybody again if they're just joining us.
Yeah.
About our weekly happy unexplained hour.
Oh yeah, yeah, because they might not have heard that.
Yeah, we decided that these great ideas we have for doing these live shows with like haunted artifacts and things like that we're kind of taken away from our regular episodes.
Right.
But everybody likes to talk about all kinds of strange, unexplained things. So I think just doing a happy hour,
Free for all.
free for all, leaving it open, people's stories and that.
And all your
But,
drinks are free.
At your house.
Well, wherever they're watching from.
Wherever you're at, yeah.
Wherever you're watching from, your drinks are
Exactly.
free.
And we got our chocolate stout tonight
We do.
by recommendation by Glam Bunny from Ireland.
From
See, I
Ireland.
said it right this time. She suggested that we did a chocolate stout. I think it was a banana too, wasn't there in the suggestion? I couldn't find anything
That'd
with
be
banana.
interesting.
That would be
A
interesting.
banana stout? Or
Something
just
like
a
that, yeah.
banana?
It's like banana chocolate.
How about chocolate?
Oh,
and
well,
banana?
I could get...
That sounds better.
Well,
not
banana,
banana
chocolate, banana, peanut butter.
I guess if you had it frozen like a slushy, it'd be like a frozen banana with chocolate.
Yeah, but with the alcohol, that kind of tastes funky though, probably.
Yeah, I don't know.
A margarita? I don't know.
What?
I mean, a frozen margarita.
Oh, it's true, huh?
It might,
Murder.
it might
Banana,
be.
banana Rita.
Banana
Banana,
Rita.
banana chacarita.
With nuts on top.
All right, now you're making me hungry. Speaking of hungry,
And thirsty.
we should talk about Bell Tacos.
Oh, yes. Tomorrow is that Saturday. If you're here in the Valley of the Sun,
And that's not Del Tacos, that's
Bell
Bell
Tacos.
Tacos. Like
Bell
Bell.
Taco.
BELTACOS.
Yeah.
BEL, 1L.
And you can find them on Facebook.
Yep.
Can you order from Facebook too?
No, not yet. You have to call 480-710-5410 to order. Pickups
I think you've
all
ordered
day.
before.
I think I work there. But
Okay.
delivery is only from 3 to 5. So
You
And
notice how
they're
when she,
delicious.
when she says phone number, she almost sings it.
I try and say like a jingle. That's what I'm trying to
Yeah,
go for.
there you
But
go.
like,
You're really close to 86753. You're going to have to come up with You're almost there.
So yeah, let's get some callers. Let's have some people call in, share some stories with us. If you guys have any haunted artifacts or know of any haunted artifacts, that'd be really cool to hear about. And how many listeners we got on tonight?
12.
Cool. Very cool. So yeah, this is our first YouTube live, and we're going to continue to do YouTube, and hopefully get everybody from Facebook and Instagram and Twitter to join us on YouTube. So,
And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe and hit the alert.
It's called a
Bell.
notification bell.
The notification bell.
it is. They keep moving it. We
Well,
first started, it
you
used to be
don't-
down toward the bottom, and now it's up toward the top. So we got to keep adjusting it as we
Yes.
go.
And like and share as well.
Yeah.
And comment. We love the comments.
And give us your questions, you know.
Yeah, shoot some questions out. If you have any suggestions for episodes too, we'd love to hear it. Anything having to do with the paranormal or the unexplained, that would be very cool.
Absolutely.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something. Sorry.
I was going to say absolutely.
I also want to give a shout out to AZ Peers. I know Vinny was on earlier, and there are the group that we work with when we do our investigations, and just an incredible group. We love working with everybody, and shout out to Ghost as well.
Our friends in Tucson.
Ghost Hunters of Southern Tucson.
Yeah,
That worked out well, didn't it?
yeah, that did.
So yeah, so thanks guys, and we got one coming up June 13th.
Gila County Jail.
We're going
Oh,
back
yeah.
out to Gila County Jail.
Yeah.
Shay wants to go. I can see that. Yes, and if you're in the market for a mail meter or a K2 or a spirit box, whoops, we're making all
Careful.
kinds of noises,
Don't bring it now.
and other ghost hunting needs, go to Ghost Hunters Outlet,
Yes.
which you can find at the AZ Piers or Arizona Paranormal Investigation Research Society's website, or our website and Facebook page.
I
There you
think,
go.
Are we getting an order for tacos?
All right.
Oh no,
That's awesome.
this is great. Okay. Hi, are you with us?
Yes. Hi.
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 What can I get you?
He was kidding.
Oh, hung her up completely.
Oh, I was like, no, I'm not. I don't live there. I'm not there for tacos.
Oh,
So do you
they're
have a
really
story
good.
for us?
I'm sorry. There's an echo.
Do you have a story for us? Or a question?
I do. Actually, I wrote a blog on or a post on Reddit this morning, and then I learned later on Twitter that you guys were actually having an episode about haunted objects.
Cool.
So
Fantastic.
So
What-
I have.
I was just going to ask your name and stuff.
Yeah. My name's Melissa Drewry, and I was just watching your show online, and I decided I'd go.
Thank you. Hey,
Thanks,
where are you
Melissa.
from?
I am from Orange City, Florida, which is close to Orlando.
Okay.
Nice.
Thanks for calling in.
Yeah.
Glad to have you with us.
Thanks.
So you tell us
So,
a little bit
yeah.
about
So
your
anyway, oh, I'm sorry, I keep
No,
interrupting.
it's okay. Tell us about your story.
So anyway, probably like 25 years ago, I had a relative that gave me an old bed. It was a brass bed.
Wow.
What happened was is he used to clean out these old storage areas when people wouldn't pay their bills. And one day he was over at my mom's, and he's a really bad driver, and he backed into my car, and I just had it painted. And, you know, I mean, he's the kind of crappy guy that would have took off, you know, and left if I hadn't seen him, you know. And to kind of, instead of having to pay to have that part of the car repainted, he says, well, it's not cleaned out this area. Let me just give you what I got. So, I mean, we had some antiques and everything. And one of the things that he gave me was this really old brass bed. And I mean, the thing's like 150 years old. It's absolutely
Wow.
beautiful. And it doesn't make up for the fact that he was an asshole and back in my car. But, you know, but anyway, it was really, you know, I'm like, wow, this is really valuable. You know, I'm really happy to get it. So anyway, so I couldn't wait to, you know, get it. It looked like it was right size for my mattress and everything. So anyway, cleaned it up, brought it in the house, and boyfriend comes over at the time, just from like day one, just doesn't like the vibe of it. And he's like, well, I don't like it. There's just something weird about it, and I couldn't get anything out of him. Like, like what weird? Is it not comfortable? Whatever. Finally, I managed to drag it out of him that he's sleeping in bed and he wakes up in the middle of the night and there's this little child that's standing next to him.
Wow.
Like 5 or 6 years old, just staring at him. And he's just like staring back, and then it just slowly disappears.
That's
Wow.
crazy.
And yeah, I know, it was really crazy. So I said, well, holy moly, what do you even say? So try to switch places in bed, nothing like that. And the crazy thing was, is we ended up breaking up not long after that. So later down the line, another boyfriend, very restless, sleeping in the bed, and he ended up actually passing away from a congenital heart problem. That's a whole other story. But the day after he passed away, I could just feel his presence, and it was just around that bed. And the crazy thing about it was, over the days, I would sit there and study, for college, whatever, and I could feel somebody staring at me in the back of my head. I could feel that presence. And sometimes at night, I could feel that side of the bed just pressed down, and the bed actually creaked. It was crazy. You could actually feel the weight going down. And that happened. And then another thing that happened with the bed was, is I'd be asleep in the middle of the night, and it would be totally quiet. And all of a sudden, I would hear like a gunshot in my ear. And I would literally wake up, kind of one of those things where you sit up at the waist, It was so loud. And I would wake up, and I'd listen, because I was expecting my roommate to come barreling out of his room. I'm like, what is this? And the first few times it happened, quiet, nothing. And I realized I'm the only one that's hearing this.
That's crazy.
And it was just very, very bizarre. So after a few weeks, I had a dream that a woman came to me in my dream, and she said that 3 people had died in this bed. She told me that one was a child, and the other ones were 2 young men. And she showed me kind of like a scene where one of the young men had tried to commit suicide with a gun and had wounded himself and died pretty much a slow, lingering death in this bed. And what she did was, is she held up 3 fingers to me, and she said, always in threes. And then that was the end of my dream. When I got up the next morning, that was it. I took the bed down, I put it in a spare room, and it's been in a spare room at my house ever since. I mean, it's covered over. Nobody sleeps on it.
You still have the bed? Do you still have the bed?
I do.
Wow.
I do.
Are you
and
afraid to get rid of it?
The crazy thing about it was, well, it's kind of like one of those things, it's like, it's beautiful. I'd love to have it up someplace, but I'm terrified somebody's going to sleep in it. It's like, what do I, and I don't really want to sell it because it's like, what am I selling to somebody else? That's a monkey pan,
Exactly. You don't want to curse somebody else. That's exactly what this whole episode is about.
Yep.
And I know these stories are out there, and gosh, that's amazing.
So has the activity stopped since you moved the bed?
Well, I mean, I'm an empath, so there's always activity, I mean, I work in, I'm a first responder, so I always have activity. But, I don't really, the room that it's in, it's over in a corner. It's like the farthest away from where I sleep. So, I mean, I'm not hanging out in there, so I try not to spend a lot of time. The crazy thing was, I retired as a fireman in 2016, and I went to work on the ambulance. And my first partner that I had working on the ambulance, I found out like right away, I could like tell he had like mediumistic abilities. And we're sitting there one day in the truck, and he just looks at me and he goes, "You have a haunted bed, don't you?" Just completely out of left field. And I'm like, how? But he just, I don't know. He just knew. Somebody showed him.
So that's probably staying with you.
Yeah, I haven't, I don't know I really don't know what to do with it. I don't want to inflict it on somebody else, It's valuable, but it's like, what do I do? I kind of like feel like
You
it's
sell it
already
to,
affected my life.
you can sell it to Zach Bagans.
Or an ex-boyfriend
Yeah,
you don't like.
maybe he's listening. Call me.
Yeah, Zach will take it. That's just
Right?
fantastic.
That's a
That was
awesome
25 years, and you still have it.
It's in fact, it was funny because I was out in the room tonight, and because I knew your podcast was coming on, and I looked at it real quick, and then I came out. So,
Outstanding.
Wow.
That is absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much.
Yeah, appreciate you calling
oh
in.
yeah, no problem, no problem.
And you do a blog, you say?
Oh, yeah, I have a Reddit account, and I post things, and I write a blog. I have a blog on Tumblr called This Haunted South, and I just basically just blog about these things that happen at work as a first responder and things things that happen.
So what's the name of the blog then? So people can find you?
It's called This Haunted South, and it's on Tumblr.
Oh, Tumblr. Okay.
Wow.
Awesome.
Have to check that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, send us a link to that if you have a link to it. That'd be cool to check that out.
Yeah, Michelle pulled it up
Yeah,
over
absolutely.
there.
I sure will.
Cool. Very cool.
Well, we've already pulled it up. All right.
Yeah.
Well, cool.
Oh, there you go.
Thank you so much. That's fantastic.
I think we're on Reddit now, aren't we, too? Our podcast?
Yeah, I think
Jay got us
Jay's
on there.
doing that,
Yeah.
right? So, yeah.
Very cool.
Wow.
All right. Well, thank you so
Yeah.
much for calling in. We appreciate it.
Yeah, have a great evening.
Oh yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me on.
No problem.
Okay.
Thank you.
That's just crazy.
That was cool.
Wow.
Yeah. See, yeah,
So stories do exist.
they do.
They do.
They do. And there are probably many, many, many more. And a lot of people don't like to share that. It's personal. I mean,
Right.
people will make fun of them or think they're crazy, or so they hide it and they go on with it. But it's just like that. I mean, these things happen all the time.
And it just goes to show what we've been saying is you get something, you get an artifact, and you don't know the history on it. You don't know where it
Absolutely.
came from. You don't, it's crazy. Are we getting another call? No. Oh, okay.
Oh.
I was looking up her blog.
Oh.
Oh, okay. So if anybody else wants to call in.
480-331-5184.
Nice.
Very nice.
So I guess I want to tease a little bit about this last episode we just released. So 210. So go check it out. Came out today. We went to our first cemetery.
Yes.
That was an experience.
Together.
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 But we didn't stay together. Once
No,
we
we did
got
not.
into the darkness of the cemetery, we kind of all lost each other.
Oh, it was such a big cemetery.
Yeah, it really was.
Keith and Lindsay kind of went out and scoped it out the day before and sent us pictures, and it was just very intriguing. And wow, what activity! If you, I don't know if you're familiar with like ghost tubes and equipment, but all of our equipment was going crazy.
Yeah, it was.
My camera completely drained the second we went through the gate. My battery died. We had our parabolic dish,
Yes.
or mic. We haven't listened to all of it.
I haven't listened to all of it
Well,
yet.
There's a few
There's-
interesting little
yeah.
sounds there that kind of don't make sense.
Yeah, because we all wandered away from it quite a ways, and you could hear us off in the background, talking and all that, but you could hear some little shuffling and stuff here and there.
What are the two noises that you found interesting that you did find on there? I heard them.
Well, one, I was wondering if it was a bug that flew into the dish
Yeah,
or something. That was a big thud.
Something thud. Not quite sure what that was.
Yeah.
What were the other ones? Do you want me to tell you?
Yeah, please remind me.
You had a
Oh, that's right.
sort of a growl or a hiss.
That's right. There was a hiss, kind of a sound when we were far away from it.
And then we heard, which was a big coincidence, but there were Indians buried there.
Oh, I forgot about that
Yeah, it's
part.
all about that part.
Yeah, so there was one little spot where we actually heard what sounded like chanting. Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
upper, higher pitch.
Yeah, higher pitch.
Indian,
That's right.
Like a dance.
Yeah, and then a car drove by after that and kind of drowned it
drowned
out.
it out.
But yeah, we all heard it. That was-
Yeah. And unfortunately, that did not make the episode, but we will have to replay it somewhere along the lines because when you played it for us, I was like, clearly hear it.
Yeah.
Clearly.
There was a few things that didn't make the episode. I mean,
Yeah.
like the car.
Well,
the
there was
rock
so
and-
much.
and the-
I guess
Yeah.
maybe we could have made a couple episodes out of it. I don't know.
But you can go back and watch our live feed though, because especially at the antique store at Serendipity,
Yeah.
because there's a lot that happened on that, and you know, obviously I, like you said, it was kind of the Reader's Digest version of it. This episode was just kind
Yeah.
of highlight the things that we came across.
There was physical activity.
Yeah, yeah, and that was the first time I ever experienced sage too, so that was interesting.
Thank God for this sage.
Did you bring it tonight? You didn't, did you?
No, we don't need it. Well, I didn't think we needed it
Yeah.
here.
It seemed to calm down. I don't know what
Seems
that
to be
was at the
gone.
beginning. That was strange.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of strange.
I want to watch this again just to find
Just to see what happened.
just to
Good
see if
Lord.
there's if you guys heard or saw anything at that time, I mean, or sensed anything, let us know because that was very, very strange. I mean, I have sat with this with a ghost tube in this for an hour or more and just absolutely nothing. I mean, it takes a lot of energy to make this thing go off. And this thing, what's the highest reading you've ever got on here?
20. I didn't say it go higher than 20. Did it?
It went
just a little-
37 today.
Oh, it went 37.
Yeah.
So that would be the highest.
This is the highest. And normally
Yeah,
it's
I
what,
didn't,
0.2, 0.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Well,
was,
Vinny did say it could be the Wi-Fi causing that. I'd be interested to know because
we'll try and recreate that.
Yeah, yeah. Because it is a possibility. Because there's a lot of things that could interfere, but that's why we have multiple tools.
You think it went off when the camera? No, it didn't.
No,
Camera went off first.
no, it started. Everything started going nuts at the same time. It was
Same
weird.
time.
The camera
Our
died.
sound didn't work.
The minute we
didn't
hit
work.
Camera
7,
didn't work.
everything stopped working.
It was weird.
Yeah,
The minute we
everything
hit
kinda went
7, it was 7:01 and nothing worked.
That's because it was 3 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock.
Well, no, 3 o'clock's the witching hour. I'm
Right.
sorry. That's what I was
Exactly.
gonna say.
That's a.m.
Right. 3 a.m. somewhere.
It is. It really is.
Is it?
It is.
Well,
So
more
we're-
like 3:15.
Do we have any comments out there? Anybody shooting any comments out? No.
It's actually
quiet
2:15
tonight.
in Bratislava, Slovakia. So it's 3 o'clock
Is that
right around
that close to Transylvania? So you
there.
know what time?
Bucharest, it's 11 or 12 hours, or
Oh,
7 to 9. I don't remember anymore. I used to know all that. My watch used to tell me what time it was everywhere I went. But yeah, it's 3 o'clock somewhere.
wow.
That's crazy. So if anybody else has a interesting story, go ahead and call in. We'd love to hear from you. What's our phone number again?
We need a tune.
Someone needs to throw a beat up here.
But it is on the screen, so
Yes, it
they
is.
can see it on the screen.
480-331-5184.
We're beatboxing now up here. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Hey, I said throw me a beat.
So we have a new gnome up here tonight.
I don't know him.
You don't know him very well.
There he is. There
You know
he
what I'm
is.
saying?
Yeah. So, can you tell us about him?
We're opening up
You're
your mic.
What
Michelle.
what made you make
Do
a
you know
voodoo gnome? Do you know him?
From my husband.
So tell us about this one.
Oh, well, I've been requested to make a voodoo gnome for a while now. And I knew we were doing this episode, so he's here. He's
Yeah,
here.
he's been plenty voodooed up. A
Yeah.
lot of
He
needles.
is. He is. My
Interesting.
first one. I hope that's a good one.
It's really cool.
Very cool.
Yeah,
It is
very
cool.
cool.
I mean, complete with needles and everything.
I like
And you-
your.
so you could rearrange those needles once you
can.
name it.
Yes,
Please
you
don't.
can.
Is that Fred?
Somebody might be getting a headache.
You know, we never did check. Yeah, we did check the gnome.
Yeah,
Okay,
we
we
checked
did
the gnome already.
Mhm.
Yeah, we're good. We're good with the gnome. So I saw your the graduation gnome, which was really cool. That came out really good.
I didn't know there was one in 2020.
That was so good. A graduation?
I don't think anybody graduated.
Was it
Everybody
wearing a
graduated.
mask?
Everybody graduated? Everybody gets a diploma.
Yeah.
That's
That's actually what happened. Everyone.
Really?
Yep.
Where's your COVID-19
I
zombie?
know. We're getting
Or
there.
Zombie.
gnome? Sorry. Like keeping
My
a zombie gnome.
COVID-19 gnome.
Yeah.
I know.
Put a
I'm
mask on
slacking.
him. That'd be kind of cool. He's got to wear a Truth About Beer mask, though.
Yeah.
He's in isolation.
Yeah. Is he?
Yeah, he's in quarantine. He'll be with us
Put him in a box.
soon.
I do have
He's-
one that I don't know if I posted it. Well, it's actually my profile picture. My toilet paper protector gnome.
That's cool. So
The
so tell
protector of the paper.
Yes.
Protector of the paper.
Yes.
So tell
Did you
people how
make-
they find your gnomes.
You can just go to BS Designs on Facebook.
Fantastic.
And there's all kinds of them.
There is. If custom made, we can do custom made too. Shirts.
Oh, yeah. And now we have this new voodoo gnome. That means we need a backstory
Yeah.
for the voodoo gnome.
I did not have time for a backstory, guys. Sorry. We'll have to come up with
We'll
one.
have to make one.
We'll
Have
to make
have
one.
our audience come up with one.
Yeah.
That'd
Yeah,
be cool.
let's give away beer koozie or something for the one that comes up with the best.
Yeah, it's one of these fine beer koozies. Could be yours. You have to put your own beer in it.
I think we need another beer.
Yeah, mine's back
We're
on.
getting close.
It seems to be a habit.
Come up with a good backstory for the voodoo gnome.
Voodoo gnome.
Yeah.
And while you're at it, go check out our episode on the gnomes, which was 209.
Yes, 209.
I can't remember these. We do too many.
Oh, boy.
So yeah, so we want to thank those of you who have joined us tonight on YouTube. This is the route we're going to go, I think, from this point forward. So we'd love to get all our Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter followers to join us on YouTube. Well, it seemed to be a better platform to go until stuff started going crazy tonight.
It was a little rough start.
Sorry about that.
I think there was
That
I think there was a different explanation for that. Thank you.
We'll find out.
Now, I was told this one was
Take one
really
down.
good. So
This is the organic chocolate stout,
yes,
Samuel Smith's.
it sounded interesting.
It's from the UK.
Yeah, very cool. So we're spreading out. So thank you.
We were reading.
Dead air.
Did you mean to hit that button?
We were
Okay.
reading our beer.
That's funny.
Church key.
No, I was just gonna say, and thank you for Glam Bunny for suggesting the chocolate stout. So that was a good call on their part.
Yeah, it was a very tasty beer.
You gonna share?
Yes.
Oh, so this is kind of like a Guinness.
Oh, it's got a
It has a little ball in there.
nitrogen ball. What is it called? Gas ball.
Whatever that ball is.
It's a CO2, isn't it? Or,
Yeah, well, that's
Don't swallow it; you'll be in trouble. I think it's because I know Guinness has a CO2 cartridge in it, doesn't it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I need the key.
Oh, you
Church
need it. Gotta keep passing it down. So. So, do we dare turn any of the equipment back on?
Yeah, let's just try it.
All right, we were hoping for some more calls.
Oh my God, that's really good.
Is it? You tried it
Let's
already?
check it out.
Yeah.
You didn't wait for anybody else?
No, I didn't. Sorry.
I didn't either.
I was pulling at Tim. Let's give it-
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Look at that. See, I wasn't the only one.
Yeah, that's good.
Wow.
That is really good.
Yeah. Yeah, no wonder why. It's expensive.
It's got mint in it.
Yeah, I do taste
That's
that.
why it tastes as
Is
mint.
that basil or mint? It tastes like mint.
It's not an artichoke.
It's not an artichoke.
So you like that better in the Bigfoot beer?
Yeah. Yeah, which is, you notice we didn't even feature that?
Okay, I'll tell a quick story.
Tell the story, go
All
ahead.
right, so we're going looking for Bigfoot. We get up to Payson, and they pull out a beer, and he said, "Here, try this." He had already had one. We didn't know this. That first sip was pretty rough, but
I liked it.
Joe and I kept drinking it, and it was, of course, a 9.2 or something.
Yeah, it was
So
it was 9 something.
by about the sixth drink, we were very comfortable with it. It's probably why we didn't find Bigfoot, but
I couldn't do it. I couldn't force it down.
it's rough. The first drink is rough, but you just have to, hang in there. It does get better in the palate.
Well, I got 2 6-packs because I figured, it's going to be a long day. We're probably going to want to do some drinking.
If we run into Bigfoot, he's going to want some.
He's going to want one, of course. So
And what were you saying? It had a skunky taste.
it just tasted skunky to me right off the bat. It was cold.
No, what it was
wasn't-
is it had a licorice taste to
Appropriate.
it.
Yeah. Black licorice.
Black licorice kind of a taste to it, which I really like.
It was just.
Try it out. Tell us what you think.
This doesn't have a
big
licorice
picture.
taste.
This is really good.
I've got 8 more bottles for you.
A Bigfoot?
A
Bigfoot?
Bigfoot. You could add the Bigfoot. It wasn't. Yeah. I guess it's an acquired taste.
Well, after 7 or 8 drinks, it really doesn't
It
matter.
really didn't matter. You were good with
What
it.
is the
You,
ABV?
you
on
drank
this?
a whole bottle.
Oh, I did. I
you
finished it.
still didn't like
that's
it.
alcohol abuse. You can't waste
No,
it.
I know.
So,
But it never got better?
no, never got
No?
better.
Damn it, right.
Yeah, not once.
Okay.
Got better when I washed it down with water.
Water?
Water.
Yeah. So this is half the alcohol content of the Bigfoot. It's only a 5.
Yeah. That's got a nice taste to it, though.
But it has
Smooth.
very
That's
good
very
taste.
good.
Yeah.
So it's like a dessert kind of a
Almost, yeah. Yeah.
chocolate stuff.
Is that a cocoa bean
You're going to try to interpret what's on the bottle.
and mint?
Yeah.
It's really good.
It says it's organic, too. So,
Well,
yeah. So I'll go back to my question. Are you going to turn any of the
Oh.
equipment on?
oh,
See if it went away. You didn't change your battery out, though.
here,
I
we'll
don't-
put
I
it
don't-
back in the middle.
I don't think it was the battery, though.
It wasn't the battery.
No.
It wasn't my phone.
That was so weird. So we are going to take Julie with us to Gila Jail to see if Myrtle and Lulu want to play with her. So that'll be cool.
Yeah. Hopefully Kingsley won't kill her.
That's critting on nothing. Not one damn thing on there. That is bizarre.
Yeah, that is really crazy.
I want to debunk it, but now it's not giving us anything.
Oh, it likes my glasses.
Oh, it came in what?
Now your phone's
Yeah,
off.
like you're right by his phone and nothing.
Okay, it just was.
So bizarre.
Should go up by the iPad. It's on the Wi-Fi. But it's not. Well, kind of.
That was creepy.
It was just weird. I'm going to try the camera after we're done. to see if
I've never
actually
seen it
turns on.
that constantly.
I had,
red.
no, that was
Yeah.
pretty wild.
And
That was weird.
I'm not going to invite it back.
And I was going to say, none of these items.
No,
I'm
nothing.
surprised. It's very surprising. So
If anything, that Magneto. That was very, very interesting.
crank that baby up.
Telling you, man.
That
I've
was-
never seen that.
Interesting.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
Don't do the cricket.
we're not getting any calls, so
What's that? What'd you say?
Tim said, "Don't do the
Don't
crickets."
do the crickets.
Don't do the
crickets
crickets.
again. No.
I think we scared everybody off.
You still have 12
For the
viewers.
yeah, we still have a few.
Well, thank you for those
before
who
they
are joining
before they
us.
go. Oh, this is enough. we should leave it on a high point, right?
I think we should. We don't have a topic for next week, but we'll. All we're doing, we're starting the.
we'll start the. Huh?
Happy
happy
hour.
happy
Happy
unexplained
unex-
hour.
Yes.
So
or
get-
huh?
Huh?
For short.
Do
Yeah.
we know what time that is yet?
Same time,
Okay.
7:00,
Happy hour. So bring your own beer and or whatever.
and
is
bring your
your
stories.
favorite-
Bring your stories. It's open. Everyone, bring your stories and share with us.
Yes.
I think we should put it out for a suggestion for next week's beer too.
Yeah. If you guys have
That'd
an
be
idea
fun,
about a beer,
right?
let us know.
Yeah, we're always up for trying something new.
Absolutely.
All right.
He's
I'm just-
moving it away just,
I'm blown.
just to see.
All right. Well, I'm going to grab
Right.
this and I'm going to say, well, so this has been the truth about beer.
And
Investigating haunted artifacts.
As far
Thank
as
you
we
for
know.
joining us, guys. Thanks for calling in.
thanks
Yeah,
for calling
Melissa,
in.
thank you so much for calling in.
And thank you for everybody who joined us tonight. And don't forget, next week we start our
Huh?
episode. Happy Unexplained Hour. So get your stories together and call in, and it'll be a good time.
Let's have a fun happy hour.
Until then,
Unexplained.
cheers.
Cheers.
the balcony.